Well, good morning. It's Friday today, 9:55 in the morning, and we're off for a long one today. Going from Kenora to Thunder Bay, and it's about a 5-hour drive. But the weather is great, and we're back in this beautiful Ontario scenery. The winding road, the lakes, the lakes and the trees, and what were you going to say?
Rugged landscape.
Rugged landscape. There you heard it here first, folks. At 4:02, we pass back into the Eastern time zone, Eastern Daylight Time, and so then again we lose an hour. But we're back home, just about. Okay, 4:09. See. Hi, buddies! How are ya?
Where should we park?
Right up here where we were.
Okay.
They may have left it open for us in there, but it's not really necessary.
Yeah.
And besides, we don't want to have to carry our stuff too far.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, good morning again. We are headed east on our continuing quest to get back to Toronto. And it's a little later than usual, 9:42. We had a delightful stay with family here on the outskirts of Thunder Bay. Today we're headed for White River, Ontario. Rather than going back east the same way that we came west by arcing up over top of Lake Superior, we're going to be hugging the shoreline of Lake Superior on the other major highway that runs through Ontario. But first, we've got a little treat. We're going to be going to a place that we wanted to see on the way west, but their website said they weren't open yet at that time and wouldn't be open for another week or so. So they should be humming along just fine right now. So we're going to head that way first, just about 45 minutes away, before we continue on to White River. We should be able to see the sleeping giant here, I think. Just off to the right. I don't know if the camera can pan over that far. It looks lovely in the mist, early morning mist out there. Water's still pretty cold. I think the Lake Superior never really warms up. It's always pretty cool. Very a brisk swim, I would imagine.
Oh yes, dogs are ready for the big adventure. We're at Eagle Lake Adventures and at Wimet Canyon, where they have a couple of suspension bridges. Now you remember that when we were in another town, Souris, they said they had the longest suspension bridge in Canada. This place also says the same thing, longest suspension bridge in Canada. So I don't know if we're going to get to the bottom of that, but we'll have some nice scenery at the very least. Yeah, it's a well set up operation here. I think they're doing okay money-wise. This is a bit of a climb. There is a shuttle bus that runs back and forth. Mona's hoping that the spruce beetles don't attack her. She was attacked a couple of times in Kenora by a bug that I'd never even heard of. A flying bug that appeared to be vindictive. Chasing you along.
Kenora sidewalk.
Yeah, on Kenora sidewalk. Oh, okay.
Ooh, what a view.
That is a pretty spectacular canyon. Oh my goodness.
Wow. I can't even see the bottom.
Oh, it's down there. Oh my. That is beautiful.
Incredible. I'm going to keep my phone close to me so I don't drop it down there.
There are two bridges here. The closer one there is the shorter bridge. It's about 300 feet, maybe about 100 meters. Yeah, no running or horseplay permitted, and none of your gold-darn tomfoolishness. Ollie's always first. She's a brave lady. Such a brave lady. Yeah. Well, maybe you go first, Dad. Hiya kahuya. This is much more impressive, holy cow, than the bridge in Souris. This is actually kind of creepy. I don't like heights at the best of time, and it's best not to start thinking about what would happen if a cable broke. You definitely do not want to be thinking about that. I am hanging on with one hand here as we go along. I wonder if there's any kind of a testing agency for this kind of thing. Ho ho ho. if you think that, of course, it's not going to break, then you're fine. But don't allow your mind to wander. This is a little bit creepy. The camera's running, so if the thing does break, there's going to be some spectacular footage for somebody that I'll never get to see. We're starting to go uphill now quite steeply. Oh.
Yeah, just north of Vancouver.
Can you take a picture with your camera?
Okay, hold on.
Okay, sort of do a still shot too, okay? Where those guys come on.
Well, it ain't so bad if it wouldn't wiggle so much.
So what did you think?
Ooh, I was definitely holding on to both sides.
Oh, that was a bit freaky, I gotta tell you.
Yeah. It puts the fear of height in you.
You really don't want to start thinking about things.
No, you don't.
You just, if you're doing it, it's just fine. You keep your mind kind of empty, but if you start thinking, geez, I wonder when they test these things and stuff, then that is not much
Well,
fun.
that's when I start to hang on to the cables a bit more on either side. In case something breaks, I got
Oh,
handholds.
yeah, that's going to help.
I don't think about that. I just think, oh, I have one handhold.
Yeah, that's the campground and administration buildings down there. Nice concrete steps. Yeah. Yeah, now we're at the bottom of the canyon. I'm going to be walking north till we get a view of the bridges. Yeah, this is the shorter of the two bridges. And this is a longer bridge. And in my estimation, it doesn't look that much longer. Certainly not twice as long. But, you know, long enough. I know nobody will be satisfied unless they see the look of terror on my face. Fortunately, the sunglasses and the hat are going to disguise it. But, oh man, I'm telling you. And somebody's put a pot over there. We're throwing, I don't know, little stones into by the look of it. Oh, it's quite a view. Okay, let's keep going. Oh yes, this bridge is every bit as confidence-making as the last one was. Ho, ho, ho. Oh yeah, you just cannot let your mind wander. Just keep focused on the idea that you're just gonna walk across this bridge. Oh my God. Oh, that's actually moving more than the other one. Oh my. Yeah, big tough firefighter. Yeah, I know. It's funny, I'm on the edge of thinking, I should just go back by this shorter bridge. But I think I will carry on. Holly's doing just great. Doesn't show any kind of fear at all. It makes you appreciate the tightrope walkers. I can't even imagine doing that. Even with a safety cable on. Not to mention the guys that do it without any kind of safety equipment. Just hard to believe, just impossible for me to comprehend what that is like. And congratulations to Holly. A job well done. What a brave girl. Ooh. There's a zip line here too. I wonder what that cable was I saw. It's a zip line. Oh my goodness.
And just before we leave Nipigon, I thought you'd want to take a quick glance at the smallest Canadian tire in Canada. And now as we approach this very stylish bridge, just on the other side of it, we'll continue on Highway 17 while Highway 11 peels off to the south. This is where we leave our track that we had on the outgoing trip. That's the Nipigon River. Now we say goodbye to Highway 11. Goes off to the left here. Unfortunately, still not Yonge Street. I think that this route that we'll be taking today is actually the more scenic route. Having done this one a few times, it tends to hug the shore of Lake Superior, and there's some beautiful scenery. Oh, it's a moose.
Oh, is it?
We thought it was a bear. And it's pulled over. It's a moose.
It's got some horns in it.
Mm-hmm.
Young man.
Mm-hmm.
Male. Yeah.
Well, tonight finds us here in White River, Ontario. We're going to spend the night here, had a lovely meal. Another person once found themselves here in White River as they were passing through. A Lieutenant Harry Colburn of the Fort Garry Horse Regiment was on his way from out west to England for the First World War. He was a junior veterinarian in the Fort Garry Horse, and when he was here in town he was talking to a trapper who happened to have an orphaned bear, black bear. And so Harry, being the young man, bought the bear from the trapper, hid him in his luggage, and took him along to England. Once in England, they were ready to go to France to fight. He loaned the bear to the London Zoo. He had named the bear Winnie after his adopted hometown of Winnipeg. And Winnie the bear became very popular among the patrons to the zoo. Among these people coming to see Winnie was the author A.A. Milne and his son Christopher Robin Milne. So he wrote some stories concerning this bear and his adventures and called him Winnie the Pooh. The Pooh part was because the younger Milne knew a friend who had a swan by that name. So anyway, Winnie the Pooh became extremely famous and world renowned. And the town here has never forgotten its connection.
All right.
Yeah, your daughter loves Mickey Mouse too.
Yes. Bye.
Bye. Well, this is the very train station where Harry Colburn saw the trapper with the orphan cub and asked him about buying it. And the trapper said, well, would $20 do it? And Harry thought for a little while, and then he said, yeah, $20 will do it.